Hi, this is Lindsay, and welcome back to another, episode of Nevermore Creations. I guess they're not exactly episodes, but almost. Anyway, so today I have two sets of vintage journaling cards in my Etsy shop for you guys, and I was going to share with you just a little bit how I did these different from the last ones and a couple tips and tricks in case you want to make them yourself. So first, just click my shop link below. They will be listed in my shop, so you can just scroll through, find the one you want. I have a butterfly themed one, and then I went ahead and redid the purple one, and I added a couple more images, so it's a slightly bigger kit, and I did them just slightly differently than the way I did last time. So first I'll show the butterfly ones. And we have, I didn't even count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Aren't you all relieved I can count? You've seen it for yourself. So all of these are backed with coffee dyed paper, and they are stamped on the back with a butterfly, and it either says Discover or Discoveries. And the little ones just say Discover. So this is great for adding into your journal to just kind of have a prompt for a journaling card. And I thought that was just kind of a nice little touch. And there we go. And then I just used kind of a beige thread on the top and the bottom so that it's a very vintage look. I inked the edges. My son's having a full conversation in the background with his brother, so see how much of that you pick up. And then on the front, I used a stencil with some coffee dye. And as you can see, each one, hopefully you can see that. I'm going to go grab what I actually used to spray this because I've had some questions about that. Okay, so this is Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and this is in walnut gold. But this is mostly coffee in here now. When it got down to about here, I filled it back up with coffee, and every time it gets down to there, I fill it back up with coffee. So each time it's more coffee and less glimmer mist, but that's what I spray when I spray my coffee. So that's what I've been using since I had some questions about that. And so I just laid a Tim Holtz stencil over this and then sprayed part or all of it. And this one is like little circles, if you can see that. So all of those are similar on here. These are all beautiful vintage prints. So all sorts of pretty butterflies, different sizes. There's little ones, medium ones, and bigger ones. There's two of the biggest ones here, and these are perfect for a journal cover. You could still use them as giant journaling cards. I gave you that option here, but they are beautiful for a cover. And if you're adding them to a cover, my tip is I love using a hot glue gun because it dries so quickly, and you're just going to line it with the glue and then press it down on the front, and it looks like you actually stitched it to the cover. So that's my little tip and trick. So this is the butterfly set. There's 16. And then the purple flowers set, I did a little differently than I did last time. They are all still sewn to coffee dyed paper, but they're stitched with the beige thread this time. Instead of the purple and the yellow, this one is beige. And then it is stenciled with Tim Holtz stencil, and it's diamonds. So that I also used this coffee dyed glimmer mist stuff. So I'll just show you all of them quickly. And I did different sizes with different images. This is not the exact same as my last one. These are the two big ones this time. And then you have these ones in this. Well, this one's a little smaller. There's two of those. This one, that one. I'll just go through them quickly. So this is perfect for a themed journal. You could split it up in multiple journals. It's great to have on the side if you're doing your own journal just to grab and add. So that's the Botanical Purple Vintage. So I hope you enjoyed that. And the little tip, my other tip is I print these onto the cheap copy paper, just 20-pound Staples brand copy paper. And then when I glue it to the coffee dyed paper, which is also the 20-pound Staples coffee dyed paper, Yes, Staples sells coffee dyed paper. No, copy paper. I coffee dye it. Then I just use a glue stick from the Dollar Tree because you can often get them in a pack of 8 for $1. And then I just do a couple lines of glue on the back, stick it down, and then cut it out and then sew it. That way it doesn't shift. And with the glue stick, you can't really see through. And then you have a really nice, sturdy, excellent textured journaling card. So that is my favorite way to do it. You can use cardstock. That's not a problem. And I may at some point use cardstock, but it is much more expensive. And I personally just really like how the texture of it after you've coffee dyed it and sprayed it with coffee. I think it's really vintage. I think it feels amazing. And as much texture as you can add into your journal, in my opinion, the better. So I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you later.